Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Hazel Grace Lancaster, a 16-year-old teenager who is diagnosed with cancer, has a mom who thinks she is depressed. Mom thinks it's because she barely eats and she keeps on reading the same book over and over again called An Imperial Affliction, written by a man named Peter Van Houten. Her overprotective mom sends her to a cancer circle group where she meets Augustus Waters. Augustus has one plastic leg and has been cancer-free for a couple of months now. After the session, Hazel Grace meets Augustus, goes home with him, and meets his parents. The next day, Hazel finds out that Peter Van Houten moved to Amsterdam, and she wants to find the answers to the book since it ends in the middle of a sentence. After that, she finds out Augustus is coming too. They head to Amsterdam a few weeks later and start to fall in love. The doctors do not approve of this, but they made an exception because even though Hazel's condition was not common, the doctors there might know how to treat it. They later come and visit Peter Van Houten and find out he is not as caring and American as they thought. Later, Augustus asks to talk to Hazel alone, and then she finds out that he has his cancer back in his liver and heart.
Diary of Wimpy Kid Dog Days. Book author and illustrator, Jeffrey Name. This book is in the summer. Greg's mom wants him to go outside. So Greg finally goes outside to his best friend's house, and they go to the summer resort. The two boys spend too much money on Riley's dad's credit card. Mr. Jefferson finds out, so they had to find jobs to pay it off. Raleigh is not allowed to have Greg over because of what happened at the resort. I think you should read this book because it has good details for real life. And you also should read this book because the author tries to tell you about being nice with others.
This book is called The City of Ember by Johnny DePrew. Lena has made Fleet into an hero belief that Ember is not the only city out there. Lena's grandmother is looking for a box. Lena finds a locked box in her closet with a piece of paper that has instructions. But they don't know what the instructions are for to get out of Ember. It is assignment day. Lena wants to get messenger, but she pulls out Pipeworks burger. It's due and stern now. He chooses messenger. Lena and Doom traded. Lena pieced together some instructions that Bobby screwed up. In the end, did they make it out of Ember or not?
Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Book over and over again called An Imperial Affliction by Peter Van Houten. Hazel's mom decides to send her to support her. One day she sees this boy named Augustus Waters. She looked at him and saw that he was staring at her. When the class was over, she waited for her mom to pick her up and support her. That's when Augustus came over and started talking to her. He told her about his leg and how he did not have one, and then offered if she needed a ride back home. She said yes. They took a stop at Augustus's house and picked up all the books they read. They then swapped those books and both agreed to read them. They then started to spend more time together. And then one day, Augustus was sitting on his book and asked if she wanted to have a He said, will Hazel get the chance to see the author of An Imperial Affliction?
last chance general store. They convince the owner to send a telegram to Mr. Poe, the banker that has put them into the previous homes, which has been involved with Count Olaf. Then they make it to a hospital where they work in the Library of Records, and they need to find the Snicket file because that is the person that the evil Count Olaf has disguised the murderer to look like. The children have killed Mr. Snicket. Then, when they are trying to find the Snicket file, Count Olaf comes on speaker and says he is trying to find the murderers. Then, Estime, Olaf's girlfriend, busts down the door and tries to get the children. Meanwhile, the children read some of the Snicket file and see that it says that one of their parents has lived. All but one of the children get away, so Violet's left. They go to the hospital. They go back to the hospital and find her in the operating theater. And they are disguised as doctors, and so is Olaf's troop. They plan to cut off Violet's head, but they get Violet out by rolling the stretcher. They come to a room. Violet uses her inventing skills to make a mini rubber band trampoline and escape. I think if you like an adventurous story, you should read this. Michigan Tiller's Portuguese of Petoskey by Jonathan Rand. Twins named Alexis and Adrian meet two ghost twins named Caleb and Catherine. They warn them to stay out of the cellar under any circumstances. Alexis has to go down into the cellar to get room for her mom. Then she sees a floating face at the bottom of the cellar. What she doesn't know is that was the reason that she has. The poltergeist's name is Robert, and they have to find a new home for Robert before midnight, or Alexis will be a ghost forever. Finally, hours after searching for a non-haunted house, they find one. But Alexis and Caleb go to Robert and Catherine and Adrian. They find out they only have 30 minutes to save Adrian from a collapsed store basement and get Robert to his new home before midnight. If you like ghostly suspense and adventure, this book is for you.
Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Written by Jeff Kinney. Greg Heffley is going to summer break, thinking that he is going to have a boring summer, but it turns out that Greg's mom has a big trip ready for them. Greg's mom is thinking that if she takes ideas from the family frolic, that they'll have a great summer, but it turns out that she was wrong. It starts off when Greg goes to the water park and loses the key to the locker, and they could not find it anywhere, and everything was in the locker. And there was a family that Greg thought stole their key because Greg yelled at his kids when they were spending the night in the motel. So they have to live off what they have until they get back home. I think you should read this book because it is funny and full of adventure.
The City of Ember by Jeannie Dupuy.
The City of Ember by Jean Duprat. This book is about how a small town named Ember is a power source and food. Lena, Mayfleet, and Dune Hale think there is a way out of Ember. Dune gets a job in the pipeworks and finds a tunnel with some clues in it. Lena gets a job as a messenger and finds some clues from that. Lena's little sister Poppy finds a box with some more clues in it. Then Lena gets Dune and Poppy and they find their way out of Ember. But Lena's grandmother passed away and Lena and Poppy live with Mrs. Murdew. Dune, Lena, and Poppy find their way out of Ember.
The $1 Million Shop by Dan Gilbert. This book's about a kid named Eddie Eagle and a girl he met named Annie Gilbert. They entered a competition for $1 million, and then they had to make a shot from the free throw line in a live halftime basketball game, and he has to make the basket to get the money. Eddie likes basketball, and when he meets a girl named Annie Oakley, he feels more secure around her than his friends. Eddie's mom works in a fruit company named Finkle Foods. This little girl goes to a train, and everyone's saying that what Finkle Foods is selling is unhealthy. Then later in the book, Eddie meets Annie's dad that almost made the post that he didn't go to his prices and didn't run his labs. Eddie also has a lucky silver Susan B. Anthony dollar that's really lucky. If you read the book, you'll find out if he makes the shot.
The New Prophecy, Warriors, Midnight, by Aaron Hunter. Barnacle sees Blue Star on a rock, which tells him the three cats will meet in Midnight Hotel planning to save Forest and Half Moon. So Barnacle waits till his Half Moon to sneak off the 4 trees. When he got there, he ran with 3 other cats. Squirrel Fox and he heard him fall and rolled the other cats back to team. The agile crow paw, Tiny Hill, and Stern Crow talked about what they're going to do. A few days later, Barnacle had another dream called the Sundown Place. The Half Moon Land was set up the Sundown Place. On their journey, they get into dog attacks and phobos. A loner named Purdy helps them out to a village and leads them to the Sundown Place. Purdy leads them back to the forest. There, they find Midnight, which they tell them about the time. Midnight was magic. He tells them about the Smile by Raymond Kelly, with color by Stephanie Wu. Smile is about a girl named Rainy. Rainy was in 6th grade. One night after Girl Scout, Rainy trips and falls. Rainy has an injury in her 2 front teeth. She has to wear a headgear with a retainer that has a fake teeth attached to it. And a friend that's not so friendly after all. Rainy's story takes us to middle school to high school. Smile.
The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Hazel Grace Lancaster, a 16-year-old girl with cancer. Her mom thinks that she is depressed, so she puts Hazel in a support group to help her. She meets a boy named Augustus Water. They realize that they have a special condition. over time, they go to Amsterdam together. Hazel gets to meet her favorite computer dance readers for her favorite book, the Imperial Collection. They become really good friends, and it turns into true love. Augustus starts to get his cancer back. Hazel tries to help him beat his cancer. Read this book to find out what happens to Gus and Hazel. Someone else should read this book because it has heart and emotion. This book can teach people to cherish the time they have with each other. They can also learn how to love somebody deeply. The Fault in Our Stars is an inspiring book.
The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. This book is about three children named Violet, Klaus, and Sonny Baudelaire who have an enormous fortune and a mansion with their parents. Soon, they receive unfortunate news at Brittany Beach that their parents have perished in a fire along with their mansion. Then, they are taken to their long-lost cousin, Count Olaf. Count Olaf forces the orphans to do work for him. Soon, Count Olaf tells the Baudelaires that he wants to steal their fortune by starting a play called The Marvelous Marriage with his troupe.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Written by J.K. Rowling and illustrated by Mary Grant-Prey. Harry Potter has been living with his brutal aunt and uncle for as long as he can remember, but when he came of age, he got a letter from Hogwarts, a magical school. He got this letter from Hogwarts gamekeeper Hagrid. Hagrid took Harry to Diagon Alley to buy all of his school supplies. Harry found out his parents had left him a big fortune behind. Harry took some of his money and went to buy a wand. When he went to go buy his wand, he tried many before he found the perfect one. And when he did, he found out he had the same wand as the person who killed his parents. Harry boarded the Hogwarts Express and met Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Harry got to Hogwarts and got picked by the Gryffindor house. And then, things got interesting. Someone should read this book because it gets more interesting every chapter.
The Slippery Slope, written by Lemony Snicket and illustrated by Brett Hillquist. The Baudelaire orphans climb up the Mortmain Mountains in hope to find one of their parents, while Count Olaf and his troupe get a surprise visit and find out that the job they were planning to do has already been done. The Baudelaire orphans find a long-lost friend that has some very important information and two siblings and parents that died in a fire. Count Olaf is on his way up the Mortmain Mountains to his villain's reunion. Sonny is trapped up in the Mortmain Mountains with Count Olaf and doing all the cleaning and cooking in the freezing cold. Esme takes a trip down the frozen waterfall in hope to find the Baudelaires.
The Long Haul by Jeff Kennedy. Gregory's mom wants to get the family together so they can go on a road trip, but she ends up messing up because she takes advice from the Frolic magazine. So when they go on the road trip, a lot of things get lost. They will meet a family with no manners, and the hotel they use will be nasty, gross, and they go home safely.
City Vamper by Jean Brepreau. City Vamper is about villagers who make a city and give instruction in a box and pass it on to every mayor. There was a mayor who took the box home because he was sick, and he thinks the box has a cure inside. And he tries to open the box with a hammer, and it was never found. Lena and Dune are citizens of Ember. They think they found a way out. Lena's grandmother remembers a special box, and Lena thinks she finds it. Read it to find out if they make it out of Ember. You should read this book because after every chapter pulls you in.